Yes. Hello? Okay. Alright. My mic wasn't working. I don't know what was going on there. Hey guys, how's it going? So, obviously I'm jumping right in. I don't have like a stream starting soon. I just kind of wanted to jump in and get started today. Nothing too crazy. I'm doing an early stream because I'm going to be live probably like I don't know who that is. Okay, I don't know why. My phone. It's so weird. I'm trying to pull up the stream. But yeah, so I want to do some just kind of talking about, I guess, the patch and some of the other things, like all things Guild Wars, Guild Wars 2. You know, I want to kind of talk about maybe a little bit of balancing. I was doing a little bit of research again into like some of the skills on the weapons and stuff like that. Like, you know, where we had like a long discussion the other day, and I kind of wanted to like, because I was kind of doing it like freehand where I didn't know the actual facts, but I was looking at some of the skills today, and I'm like, man, yeah, it's like I do have a point there, in some of the stuff that I say. So I kind of, we'll kind of approach that today. We're just gonna kind of hang out today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be live. I know that everyone's gonna be on Twitch for the Twitch drops and stuff like that, which is fine. But I still figured we'll do a playthrough tomorrow. We're gonna talk lore. And we can even do that today. Like, I kind of want to just look through just, my I want to sort my bank. I want to sort my inventory. I really want to kind of think about all the things that I need to kind of get ready for this. So I'm gonna go on my main character, because that's who I'm gonna be playing with. Still think I've been trying to play with like other characters and stuff like that, and I really love this guy. Like, I love playing as him, and I enjoy it. Um uh do, do, do. I guess I need to have a consistency in this. I'm just trying to put a poll up so people can interact with the stream a little bit, make it interactive, give people the opportunity to start a conversation. What's something else? I'm trying to think. I need to force option on this question I'm asking. Bu- 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 Okay, let's do it that way. It's an interesting force option, but again, people have opinions, and we'll let them have it. We shall let the people have an opinion. Okay, so yeah, so I kind of want to just kind of, I don't know, we'll go through, we'll talk all kinds of lore things. We'll talk, you know, obviously I'm trying to like remind myself of everything that I need to do and have for the new release. So I'm thinking like I gotta, you know, obviously I gotta get my lowland expertise up, which I don't, you know, additive bonuses while in GNT. So I'm guessing that still works on the new maps. I'm hoping, because there's experience, karma, and gold in there, and I like those. So I wanna buff that, which is fine. I mean, that's just one act. I want to get some other buffs on there. I only have 2 hours of this left. I'm gonna be stacking a bunch of those. I still have a bunch of those here. You know, birthday boosters. I probably could get like a ton of birthday boosters if I were to go and like on my other birthdays and or on my other characters who've had birthdays and I haven't been playing them at all, you know, so I could be doing that. But also I'm gonna do candy corn cobbler. I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'll buy like a bunch of candy corn and stack the heck out of that candy corn cobbler stuff, which has like experience, and it has like all kinds of other things. I think magic find is in there as well. Stacking that up, like I said, I'm gonna probably go through. I'm keeping unusual coins. The thing is, with the unusual coins, I don't know if they're gonna add. I'm guessing they're gonna add another vendor to the whole thing. I don't know why these rift extractions don't always stack. It drives me crazy. I don't know why that is the way it is. They should really stack, and I don't know why they're not stacking. It pisses me off really bad. But yeah, I want to get this inventory. All the World vs. World stuff, I'm just going to put in the bank. I really don't think that I need to have all that up and running like that, you know, so. And we'll find some other fun stuff. We're just gonna kind of hang out today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go like all day long. We're gonna explore. We're gonna do achievements. We're gonna go like I really feel like there's gonna be a lot for us to like look at and find out and discuss and stuff like that. And yeah, and then we'll see after that. You know, we'll see what goes on after that. I hope you guys are doing good. I spend most of my day, like, I had a very busy weekend as always. I was extremely busy. So I spent most of my day just, I kept telling, I kept telling my guests yesterday, I'm like, I'm gonna be just playing Starfish in bed. And they're like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I'm just gonna be splayed out on my bed and just lay there. Like, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And they're like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, because I'm tired and I worked a lot. I work not just a mentally draining job, but also a physically draining job, where I'm on my feet all day. And when you work like 45 hours a week, like, it's a lot, you know. It gets to you, kind of gets to you after a while. So, but hey, you know what? It's a job, and I will say that, you know, I have it better than many other people in the world. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I'm tired. That's all it is. I'm gonna kill this pink ball. Boom, boom, boom. Speaking of pink, I have a pink Red Bull here. Boop. I know everyone's jealous. It's fine. Heatful scrutiny. Oh. Mike, what is this? Hey, beautiful. Yeah, I gotta kind of do the tiers. I might do all of the hearts, just to get the tiers done. I have all the serpent weapons. I'm pretty sure I went through and bought all of them, but that's the thing is, like, I don't know what they're gonna be adding. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be stuff added. We're still getting that back piece, you guys. So these things are probably going to be the legendary back piece that's coming with the last release. Like, we're getting that too. Don't forget that, you guys. Because I'm hoping that we're going to get not this guy, but a collector of unusual coins. I'm hoping that we're getting more of this. Like, Maybe the relics I can buy with that, right? Like, you know, I don't think I need Mersat stones, but yeah, I have like, I have a lot. I have a lot of, you know, I don't know if we're gonna get a new weapon set on these. Like, maybe we're gonna be able to buy the Blood Moon, weapon set. I don't have that fully yet, so that would be really cool if I could buy that. Stuff like that, you know? That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm gonna buy 21 keys here. I'm gonna go into the other map and buy all the keys there, because I do want to have all as many keys as I can as I go into the new map, because I'm guessing we're gonna get um more chests that we can dig up, that we can sniff out. I'm guessing. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping, at least I'm hoping for that. Ooh, those berries, man. It's delicious. Love that berry taste. I also love that you can get, like, I mean, it's 4 gold, but that's not that bad. I'm also trying to, I'm going to be doing my weekly. I think I'm going to start off with my weeklies in a second. I guess I already bought the, I think I already bought the keys. That's why I don't have them available. I think I already did that. But I think I'm going to start with my weeklies. I haven't done my weeklies. I want to get those done before tomorrow, just so that I don't have to worry about them tomorrow. So events, obviously that's gonna get done. Salvage is obviously gonna get done. Events in Krita is obviously already has that. Already have that clicked, I guess. It automatically marks things for me. I don't know why it does that. Legendary rank. I guess we could not so secret. No, I don't want to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, I gotta do one of these crappy ones that I don't want to do. I don't want to do not so secret. Legendary rank. Who would be a legendary rank enemy? That's fine. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna go to Krita. Let's just do some events in Krita. That'll be fine. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, and I kind of want to bring up the subject of like balance again a little bit, because I felt like the other day when I was just saying, ooh, there's a fly through of the map that was released 4 hours ago. Ooh, we can watch that together, you guys. We can watch that on stream together. I haven't seen this yet. This looks really cool. All right, we're gonna discuss. We're gonna do more discussions. Woo! All right, I'm excited for that. I'm totally okay with that. I didn't realize they did a Mistburns Barrens map fly through. See, that's the thing. Guild Wars 2, like, and they need to blast this stuff. Why didn't I haven't seen this today? I've been on social media today and I haven't seen this anywhere. And like, why are people not talking about this shit? It's so annoying. What is this? Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, it always gets me. Does anyone else have that, where you go on like YouTube and you start seeing all these things and you're like, oh my god, I gotta watch all of this, and then like 30 minutes later you're like on some random video where some lady's getting punched by some dude because she wouldn't give him cake, or, you know, I don't know, random scenario, but I'm saying, like, it's some random stuff that happens, you know? It's like, what? Why is this happening? So it's funny. It's funny to me. Okay, so we'll watch that. We'll watch that later. So we're gonna be kind of. I'm gonna kind of do this stuff. Hopefully, we'll see some people show up, hang out with us. You know, I'm gonna increase the sound here a little bit. I feel like you guys can't really hear much. I'm gonna be turning up the sound tomorrow for sure. Obviously, these sounds we've heard a bazillion times, but the new music and all that stuff is gonna be really cool to listen to. Like, that's gonna be so exciting to listen to. And yeah, so I kind of really want to like listen to the sounds, the dialogue, right? I want to hear, like, is there like dialogue between these spirits, you know, stuff like that. All right, so I participated in that event. I should get some participation. I don't need to be the shining star of that. Let the new people get some of this. Nothing going on here. There's a bunch of earth elementals, but not the elder one. The elder one was just defeated, I think. Ah, collecting apples.
Hit the trees and make them shake. Plus you're gonna get the apples down. Oh, and watch out for spiders.
I really shouldn't be like taken away from new players. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to walk away from her so she can do her thing. Oh yeah. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm so excited. I know the map isn't gonna be very big, and I'm probably like overhyping myself, but it's just nice to progress in the world of Guild Wars. You know, it's always exciting to go to a new place and explore something that's been in the lore for a long time. You know, and getting some conclusion on some of the things that have been talked about for a long time, but I've never seen a real conclusion or you know, I don't know if we're gonna get a full conclusion to everything. Okay, where's this? Where is she? Did she walk away? Did she turn in her apples? Turn in your apples, bro. Talk to this guy right here.
Welcome. Hello.
There you
I'll
go.
take what
Good
you
job.
have, but we're
All right.
almost out of time.
I hate that that's bugged. It's one of the earliest events that they see in game, and the guy is bugged. It's really annoying. Oh, but she has a war claw already, so I don't know how new she would be. Wait, she has a war claw and she doesn't even have 1,000? Oh, it's because she probably played some
Are you a stranger?
some of the new expansion. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hopefully I can find time this week to finish some videos. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't worked on any videos in like 2 weeks. I've been so busy at work. I've been so exhausted physically. Like, it's not like I don't want to make videos, but man, I don't like my new, it's not a new job, but this job that I have now is like, it is much more physically demanding. It is way more hours than I worked before this. It's better money too, but it's, you know, it's a lot more. So it does not give me a lot of time to work on a lot of things. And on the times that I'm not working, I'm very exhausted. Very exhausted. This is probably the most physically demanding job that I've ever had. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just unfortunate because I would like to make videos. I have a backlog of videos that I would like to make, but I just can't. Oh, we have Shadow Behemoth is happening in a second. Wow, look at me. Lucky me. We'll go say hi to Shadow Behemoth. But yeah, we'll watch that video together, the fly through. I'll give you guys my impressions. Maybe we'll see some really interesting stuff about tomorrow. We'll see, or for tomorrow. You know, we'll really have to see how this all works out. I'm very excited. But yeah, I'm gonna do my weeklies. I'm gonna get my inventory sorted. I'm gonna get my bank sorted as much as I can. Is there some ale that I can grab from somewhere? This guy? Do you drop ale? Or do you just... no. I need an ale barrel, please. There's one in here. Oh my god.
Did you need something?
Alright, I participated. I'll leave that up to the new people. It's like in starter maps, I don't want to take away from from the people, like from the new people experiencing the game, because it's like me jumping in as a level 80, like, you know, and like using quickness and stuff. I'd zero hype until saw some of your videos, to be honest. Would be really cool if they could actually weave all the plot with. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad that I'm glad that I got you hyped. I'm glad that you are at least having some kind of excitement for it. I'm very excited. You know, it's like whenever ArenaNet addresses things that have been in the lore for like 20 years now, and they're kind of finally giving us like some answers and maybe exploring some of those threats a little bit more, you know, deepening the world that we play in. You know, I'm a big fan, obviously. You know, I'm a big fan of the lore and the world, and I'm glad that you're getting at least a little bit. I mean, you know, I'm not expecting people to be like as hyped as me. Obviously, I have like a huge passion for, you know, exactly that type of stuff, you know. But it's nice to hear. So I hopefully you'll get something out of it tomorrow. I hope we all get something out of it tomorrow. I hope we get. I'm excited for the Wisp quest as well. I will definitely be doing that on stream tomorrow as part of the it's part of the update for the vault updates, where they're giving us, you know, instead of having a weapon, we're getting like an accessory with a little wisp. That's gonna be super cool. I don't know what that really entails, but I really enjoyed the there is something about the spear, right? We kind of talked about the spear, how it like it was like this meteorite that came down, and we find it in the water or whatever, right? And we like learn to use it or whatever. That was like what the Janthia Wells like initial release had, like that kind of cool quest or whatever. And the thing with that is that, you know, it actually, I feel like there's more importance to that quest than is really shown if some of my theories are correct. And I kind of like that. So that kind of means that the thing that we're getting tomorrow might have some more importance than just like a cute little quest that doesn't have any importance to anything. But I do like the idea of getting little quest chains. Like, that's what I love about the achievement panel. I really wish they would rename the achievement panel, and they would take away the achievements that are like little quests and make them like separate. Because I would like to have them actually called quests, you know? Because I still think that there's really something to that. Like going on a little quest and doing these little things step by step, you know, it's really cool. When you call them achievements, a lot of people think like, well, I don't want to do achievements, I don't care. But the thing is, like, you're not getting, you know, it's not like WoW where you're getting only achievement points. No, you're getting actual like items. Like you're getting weapons and you're getting, you know, mastery points and like whatever else. There's so many other things that you get from it, you know, like it's wild to think that, you know, that's become so diluted. But yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely excited for tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna be massive of a patch, I'm gonna be honest. If the last patch is anything to go off of, I don't think it's gonna be massive, but I just think that if ArenaNet can saturate it with enough lore things and enough like ambient dialogue and some really cool achievements, like that's the thing that I kind of missed at the last release. The last release just didn't have the like post story content where Secrets of the Obscure kind of had that. Like Secrets of the Obscure, the Nios releases did kind of suck, obviously, right? There was a lot of writing issues, there was a lot of like pacing issues, a lot of the stuff didn't make sense, you know. But what was good, I think, was the like post-story content, like the little achievements. Again, we kind of talk about the achievements like that you could do afterwards. There was a lot to do in Nios, right? Like whether it was like, you know, a lot of them were repetitive, where you had to do like this event 15 billion times and do this event 15 billion times and blah, blah, whatever, right? But there was like, if you were looking for goals, you could find goals, you know. But when Godspawn came out, Godspawn was really missing that. Godspawn didn't have that, okay, you know, let's do all of this stuff post the initial content. You know, it really didn't have that. So I'm hoping that they're gonna be doing more of that. You know, I want to find lore books. I want to find characters, dynamic dialogue. I want the meta events to have some interesting dialogues. They're not just like random like NPCs saying like, okay, now we go here and now we go here. Like actually like have some intelligent dialogue that has to do with like the story at large, and give us a little bit more details on things that we have, you know. So like I'm guessing that laughing was about the like doing the events 15 billion times. It's true. I mean, it's exactly what it was, you know. That's how it was. I still haven't completed. I mean, I don't know. Am I exaggerating? I feel like I'm a little exaggerating, but see, there's a lot of them. Like do that event chain of repeatable, right? We have the repeatable ones. I mean, there's a lot of them, but look at these, right? There's so many achievements that you could do. So many achievements, right? Like even a little bit that was just like Hator stuff or whatever. There was a lot to do. But when you went to Janthia Wilds, right, and you go to like, I guess there's some repeatable stuff here, but that's just the heart vendors. Lowland Shore had a lot. Like the initial release again had a lot, but I don't think that really like there wasn't really like Godspawn only had this is it, right? Like only 15. That's it. So it's kind of, it was lackluster for sure. Like I definitely am looking forward to some of those. I need ectos. You guys, I'm working on like 3 separate legendaries, or 4 or 5 or what, I don't even know. I'm working on so many different ones. And the one thing to finish my trident right now is I need ectos. I need so many ectos, and I don't do any like rating or fractals or anything where you can get so many rare items so you can have like ectos at the wazoo. So I'm kind of just scurrying around looking for rare items. Alright, so legendary rank done. 10 events done. Alright, so we're doing great so far. I gotta do more events in Kryta. Let's do Lake Doric. I haven't been on Lake Doric in forever. Yeah, hello? But yeah, I'm excited to just kind of see what ArenaNet does. I hope that there is some really good achievements. I think that's what it's gonna depend on. You know, I want to have like 30 achievements that have to be done in there. You know, not 15. 15 isn't enough.
We could use an extra pair of hands to deliver these rations.
Let's see if I can help here.
If you find other ration crates scattered around the ships along the piers, you can drop them off here too.
I don't know if I can do this in 2 minutes and... Oh god, not like this either. What am... No, wrong button. I didn't mean to do that. Oh god. What? I don't even know what's happening. Ah! Yeah! Okay, throw my hammer. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want to have to worry about my weeklies. Oh god, that was way too late on the dodging. Someone attack me. Oh, no one attacked me. Alright, we did it. Ah, get out of here. This is also... I kind of want to talk to... Actually, it's a good thing that we're here. I want to talk to... Who was the guy that told us about the Exemplar Calden, right? He was the guy that talked to us about... Oh, we can't talk to him anymore? Oh, man. I wish I could remember what the dialogue was about the learning to counter the spectral agony thing. I would love to see what the what that dialogue was.
Not yet.
Beautiful. They all run away in fear in the wrong direction. Weird.
Whatever it is, let's just hope it doesn't spread here. We've got enough problems as it is.
I don't have... Oh, I'm not doing that. But yeah, we're gonna see Bloodstone, like, oh man. I'm definitely gonna watch, so let's do the weeklies. After the weeklies, I wanna watch the video with you guys. I haven't watched the fly-through video. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm guessing it's probably on all the ArenaNet social medias or whatever. But they did a video on the social medias where they do a fly-through of the new map. I haven't seen it yet. I apparently it came out today. I had no idea this was going on. God, I have nothing. Okay, there you go. Perfect. You had a lot of there you go. Lovely. I don't have a lot of CC on this character. I mean, I could, but I choose to not use it because I like the skills I have. It's not because I don't want to put it on me. But anyways, they did a fly-through of the new map on the social medias and on there's a YouTube video, and I haven't seen it, but it looks really interesting. I would like to see it. I would like to see if we can pick out some details. ArenaNet likes to put little details in all kinds of places. We know this. I have a whole series of shorts pretty much doing exactly looking at that, so we'll see if maybe we can find some cool stuff that we're like, ooh, this is happening in the maps and this is going on in the maps and yada yada yada. So we'll look at that. There's the windmill of the giants. I always love this windmill because they took the windmill of like a regular like Crichton windmill and blew it up in size and just left it that way. Because look at the door, and it always look at this door. Look at how large this door is, and no one thought it was weird. No one thought it was weird to release it like that. Hello. Oh my God, there's so many people here. Like a whole crowd. Oh my God, why is this cleric so tough? Jesus. Stop blocking. 20 billion years of blocking. Random bear out of nowhere. Get out of here. What's happening? But yeah, look at, I mean, can I get in there? No. But yeah, this door is so funny. It's like a human village, but the door is like gigantic. I mean, that's even larger than Norn. Like that is like huge. So they kind of just blew up this windmill. I don't know why. Or at least the building the windmill is attached to. So weird. Always cracks me up. And it's like the only building around, right? It's like the Bluster Watershed. And it's just by itself. Because the other buildings, like these buildings right here, those are normal size. Like, you know, that's a normal size barn door. No, these are all normal size. Oh. Anyways, thought it was weird. Yeah, so we have these spirits. We're going to see these spirits return, right? It's weird because the only time, you know, when we look at the spirits that we see around, like, they have so many different spirit models as well. You know, we have, like, spirit models, like, you know, we see some spirits throughout the story that are, like, kind of like what Maban looks like. Okay, why can't, I cannot, okay, this guy's bugged. Look at this model. White mantle attackers remain. Okay, can't do anything against that guy. But they have, like, you know, obviously we have the Ascalonian ghosts. Why do the Ascalonian ghosts look differently? Well, because they were created by the Fire. So that's obviously, like, it's a different application. You know, they're not technically, like, they're more they're like a mix of regular spirits and then echoes, because they're kind of stuck in the past, you know, and they like think that any invader that's on their land is a char, you know, and they're kind of just set in that way, even if it's like a human that's attacking them or whatever. So we have those ghosts, and then we have like ghosts that we see like if you look in like Siren's Landing and stuff, you know, we have the old like Orient ghosts of the like kings and stuff. Those are regular ghosts. Like those are regular like ghosts of people that we see. But then we have these ones, right? And these are like these spirits that are out here. They're like very different. You know, they look very different, and these are the ones we're going to be seeing a lot of, right? These are the ones that are more associated with like the White Mantle and the Chosen. You know, the when we go to like Bloodstone Fen, we see these guys everywhere. It's a different model, right? And they have like, they're more like these like spirits of vengeance, right? They're more like these evil spirits, because they have in their design the like little black clouds that come off of them or whatever. And we see a lot more of those. Hi Emily, I'm good. How are you? Ooh, someone is fighting down there. I don't want to go in there. These guys are brutal. I guess these aren't the Bloodstone ones. The Bloodstone ones are brutal. The ones up here, you can see all the Bloodstone around them. I don't even know what's happening. But yeah, so we're gonna be kind of, you know, again, one thing that I talked about this a little bit, and it didn't even dawn on me. So in the Repentance blog, right, we saw the spirits, right, those same spirits I just talked about. We saw a picture of them, and I kind of talked about how they look like White Mantle. Like the far left one kind of looks like her, but in spirit form. I love that she's not attacking me, so she's just kind of standing there. So it looks like this character model, like the Mesmer model, but in like these tattered robes. Like a lot of them look like they're wearing like these tattered robes. And the thing is that like it might be because I talked about this like contingents of like White Mantle that has like been left behind in Jantier Sentry by Catechus like 10 years ago. Right, they're still wandering out. They're still looking for Bava Nisos. What if they made it to Bava Nisos or something, or they died around there, or they like died in the Bloodstone explosion or something, and they ended up like being more recent ones, right? They might be more recent spirits that are added to the amount of spirits. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. So that's something also to kind of look forward to. I would like to kind of today, before we leave, kind of like make a little list of things that we're kind of looking for. Right, we're looking. What are we looking for? What are we kind of expecting? You know, specifically lore-wise, like what are we looking for? What do we want to see? Who do we want to see? Things like that. Like obviously we're gonna see Maban. Maban is you know, his spirit is gonna be there. Whether or not it's gonna be like we can actually interact with him, or like on what level he's actually there, is gonna be interesting to see. I can't. Does this help? None of this is doing anything. I can't. Alright, I don't have any CC to make this happen, so I'm gonna just run away. Run away! What's that up there? Oh, it's a player in a tree. I saw the wing of the sky scale and I was like, what is that? I love that there's two vistas. Literally, like 3 vistas. Like, 3. Wow, I love how I completely evaded that on the first turn. But there are like 3 vistas. 4 vistas right here. Jesus. Never noticed that. You know, like there's still a lot of mysteries, even concerning like you know, that are like Mersat adjacent, right? We're still like, remember you guys, like we still don't know what happened to Ivenia, who was like a leading figure in the war against the White Mantle and the Mossad, right? She was a main character in the original Prophecies story, right? And we don't know what happened to her. She could be popping up, right? She could be a spirit that we see. Maybe she was killed by like remnants of White Mantle or kidnapped or something, and then brought to Bava Nisos. Maybe we see her spirit there too. You know, there's a lot of like interesting little things that we could perhaps see. You know. All right, we have a magic imbued peach. I'm gonna use that, which gives me some more power, condition damage. Love that. This bird looks at you innocently. What happened to you? Is this your home? This bird nods and then points at the watcher to his left. Okay. Enlightened spirit. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. There's an enlightened spirit here. Do you have anything to say? Don't be afraid. I have no quarrel with you. What happened to you? I remember a loud explosion, then a sea of screams, darkness, and I was walking through, cried out loud. My path led me here, home. My memory comes and goes like the tides. Your soul was trapped in the bloodstone? Bloodstone, that sounds familiar. Yes, something there. A sacrifice to the unseen ones in Maguma. Was I chosen? Is that how I ended up here? The White Mantle tinkered with the bloodstone caused it to explode. I see. I understand now that I was misled by the mantle, and it seems that others who have made the journey to their homes understand as well. Not all of us were so lucky, though. Be wary. So we have some friendly spirits that have made their way home too. So we're gonna have to be looking out for those. I think there's a lot of things that we kind of forget that have been added to that. You know, these spirits, these friendly chosen spirits, right? These aren't talked about very often, right? These aren't like a major talking point in a lot of ways. But they certainly could become potentially important, right? Like the picture of the spirits that we saw during the repentance blog, right? They could be good spirits. They could be like helping us. They could be helping. Again, I talked in the video where we see the Mossad with wings and the Mossad without wings, and the way that they make it sound is like that the Mossad with wings seem to be the bad guys. And that might be what the picture that they're painting. You know, there's a lot of little things to pay attention to as we go into the release tomorrow, which I'm, you know, obviously way too excited for. Way too excited for. I wonder with this, I mean, this is like a pretty decent buff, right? Experience from kills, 20%. Like, I'm powerful, dude. You can't touch me. Need some events. Fly. Ooh, perfect. We can get.
That'll show 'em. We'll be setting sail.
Oh
again in
no. Just and we're setting sail. Where are you setting sail to? Divinity's Reach. I can bring you there in 3 seconds. Alright, where are these? There has to be other events going on, right? But yeah, I was looking. So let's talk a little bit about balance again, right? The other day, we had like a long discussion about balance. We talked about like different things, and I'm really 100% convinced that ArenaNet, instead for the next expansion, instead of adding any new weapon or even putting the Trident on land, I would rather see them redo some of the weapons. I mean, I looked through like. Because I always talk about Freezing Gust, right? Like, Freezing Gust is always, like, my main talking point. But that's because I like playing, like, Water Mage, you know? Water, Ice Mage. Like, I'm a fan of that play style in all types of games. And I think, you know, I would love to see that. I don't know, for Guild Wars, right? There we go. Perfect. There's an event that I can do real quick. Goodbye, I don't care to fight you. Yeah, we're slowly approaching.
You had it coming.
But there's a lot of skills where I'm baffled. Like honestly, all of the skills on the elementalist focus, not just the water, you know, freezing gust and comet. There's a bunch of other ones too. There's a bunch of other ones that really need to be. Oh, I need to. What do I need to gather? Is this by finding seafood? Okay, dying fish. And I do. Oh, I bring it up there. Okay. There's a lot of them, like obsidian flesh, magnetic wave. I mean, almost all of the skills. Fish basket. Fresh seafood. Throw rotten fish. Okay, so I have to find like something that's not rotting. Fishing cage. Okay, I got fresh seafood. Okay, let's see. Do they all have fresh seafood? No, I guess not. It's been forever since I've done these events. Can I get fresh seafood from you? No. I can get 3 silver though. The rotted fish I can't. Okay, so some of the dying fish will give me fresh seafood. I gotta just find the right ones. That one doesn't. Throw what? Oh, throw the rotten fish at the chum bucket. Okay, I can't just deposit it. I gotta throw it. Alright, that makes more sense. Boom. And then put that in there. There we go. We're doing a good job. We're figuring this out. It's nice to come back to Lake Dort. I will tell you guys that. Uh-oh. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird that I'm, or let's say on topic for a second. Talking about, because I love changing subjects every 3 seconds. But yeah, so balance, right? Like, I looked at the skills. Like, it's weird because I try to compare. I try to compare it. I try to see like the different perspectives of like, you know, am I exaggerating or whatever, right? But like I looked at the sword skills for the mesmer, and then I looked at the staff skills for the necromancer, and it's crazy to me like how different the balance like approach was to those weapons, where the like if you look at something like Blurred Frenzy, I from what I remember, it overall in the last like 12 years has seen a power increase of a lot, like a huge power increase, because it's at some point saw 100% damage increase, and then ooh, I got a lumpy pearl, 100% power increase, which was then lowered. This is all PvE, obviously. Was then lowered by 36%. So that's still a 64% damage increase. And on top of that, recently, I think like this last patch just saw a power coefficient increase. It wasn't a huge one, but it was definitely a buff. Where I looked at some of the staff skills for the necromancer, and they haven't seen any changes. Again, they haven't seen any. There's so many where I looked through and it looked like it was an update to it, but it was just like updated the skill tooltip to actually describe what the skill does, like actually have it be proper in the way that it's supposed to look or whatever, or you know, updated the skill to actually interact with the traits that it's supposed to interact with. You know, that's not a nerf, that's not a buff, that's them like fixing bugs that the game has. You know what I mean? Like, that's two completely different things, you know? And I just, it baffles me. Like, I look at that and I'm like, holy crap. That is, like, the reality of that is, like, crazy to me. You know? Where, like, I look at that, I'm like, man, I don't, oh god, oh god, oh god. All of these things exploding on me. That is the only thing that's actually dangerous about this fight. If they didn't have the little explodey things, I'd be just fine, I think. I dodged way too late on that. What's going on here? What's exploding? Dude. So yeah, I don't know. If I would love to like make a dedicated video about that, you know? Maybe, and just kind of I don't know, raise awareness, but that's the thing, no one watches my videos. No one cares. None of the people that really, there's people obviously that watch my video, but it's such a small audience that I have, right? Like, because I think when I put it like no one watches my video, those of you guys that watch my videos is like, you know, it's kind of undersell it, like it's understating that I do have some people that do love my content and do watch the things that I make. Oh my god, I forgot that I had that was doing that. You know, but let's just say I have a really small audience. Let's put it that way, right? Like, people do watch my content, but it's a really small audience, and it's not enough to even make a change. So I always think about that, right? Like, I think about the Mesmer staff video, or the Elementalist staff video that I made, and it's like, you know, I had some really great points in there, but you know, it didn't change anything. Like, people don't, you know, it's not a huge enough group of people that looks at that and think, hey, yeah, that's what we need to change, or whatever, you know? So, which is unfortunate, but that's just the reality of it. Ooh, is this a... It's not an event. I don't care. You guys can bash each other's heads in. I don't care. I need an event. A priestess of Melandru. Alright, let's see how good I can do this. Can I please target the giant armor that's in front of me? Wow. Okay. Alright. Calm down. And you guys are just annoying, so I need you all to go, please. How's this thing, like, I'm doing so much damage to it. How is it? The amount of knockbacks from this fight is like insane. It makes me want to just use spear. That might just be a better call, because now I can do more consistent DPS on it without having to worry about getting knocked back constantly. Ah!
Enemy of the white mantle!
Enemy of the white mantle! Shut up.
You had it coming.
I just have way more sustainability when I'm doing my dagger. My dagger. No, that champion knight, that champion watch knight is gonna die. Get up. I need you. I need you to do something. Provide boons, heal, attack, do damage, do one of the things. I'm hobbling back into the fight. Yeah, it failed. I don't know. That was crazy. Okay. Whatever. I tried. But yeah, it's the mark skills on the necromancer staff, because you know, obviously I always use like, elemental's focus is always like my main thing, you know. But like I said, I looked through specifically today the necromancer staff, and it's awful. It's so bad. And some of the changes they did, so there was one change they did on one of the marks. I think it's the third one, which is the fourth skill on the staff, which is the one that applies poison. And one of the changes they did, which like is so baffling to me, but it was changing the application of, and this was like one of the most recent changes they had done to it. They did a change in 2022 where they'd like increase the power coefficient of it, and then I think the change before that was the change I'm talking about now, which was, I think that was like 5 years before that. It was like 2018, 2017, so a long time ago now, right? Like we're talking like 7-8 years. And they changed the application of poison, which is so baffling why they changed that. And it went from applying 3 stacks for 5 seconds to applying 2 stacks for 8 seconds. That's the change they did. Now, mind you, this is like right after Path of Fire came out. And we all know Path of Fire is where the power creep really happened. And I for those of you that don't know this, but like when the elite specializations for Path of Fire came in, they were all very, very overtuned. They were all so powerful. And ArenaNet, instead of nerfing them, they nerfed some of them. Like specifically Firebrand was nerfed a lot. I remember there was like Firebrand was like this, just the burning that you could apply was just like obscene. So there was changes that they had made. But instead of like just flat out nerfing all of this, they had buffed a lot of other things. So post Path of Fire was where a lot of power creep came from, because there was just a lot of like that type of stuff that came in there, you know, that where they just added like these like power modifiers and like all these different things to all these to so many different skills, specifically skills. Like I'm not talking about traits, but specifically skills. So it's baffling to see in that same era where this power creep was really taking place, where it was really taken off, right? Like power creep was really just like boom. Path of Fire was, I think for me, I'd like to think that was the threshold of you know, where this started to occur. It's wild to see a change of applies 3 stacks of poison for 5 seconds to applying 2 stacks of poison for 8 seconds. Where there is, in that same time frame, there is skills that like Blurred Frenzy, and this was the time Blurred Frenzy got a 100% damage modifier, increase, damage increase, not modifier, but like multiplier or whatever, damage multiplier by 100%, and we failed that. Whatever. Like that, you know, and those are in the same time periods. That is crazy to me. Like to me, that's like, whoa, okay, well, we really need to like look at that. You know, we need to look at those things. Because honestly, even 3 stacks of poison for 8 seconds wouldn't even be that bad. You know what I mean? Like that's not even that overpowered of a skill. You know, you look at something, like, you know, even other necromancer abilities. There's so many of them that'll apply way more than that and do a lot of other things on top of it. It's not like, and that's the thing that I think a lot of people kind of miss too, is like many of these skills that I'm talking about, like when Guild Wars 2 first came out, many skills did one singular thing, right? They might have like, you know, block projectiles or applied one condition or did whatever, right? But then, as I said, like power creep kind of took over, and all of a sudden you start
This
seeing
is my chance.
many of the skills getting all these additional effects where they're like, oh, well, they also now reduce or they also now remove conditions, or they also, in addition to doing this one, like doing damage, it also now burns, or like anything like that, right? Like I'm not thinking of anything particular, but so many of those things. But then you look at those older skills, and again, I kind of go back to the Elementalist Focus, and the Elementalist Focus has so many skills that do one thing, because they've never been changed since the release of the game. So Obsidian Flesh is a channeled skill. Obsidian Flesh is a channeled skill with a 50-second cooldown. 50-second, almost a whole minute, which is almost as long as an elite skill. And you guys see how much the elite skills do. You take any of the elite skills, and you see all of the different things that they do. They do, like, look at this. There is so much that's happening there, right? There's so much utility to some of these elite skills. Has a 50-second cooldown. It's a channeled 3-second invulnerability. That's all it does. That's all it does. It doesn't cleanse conditions. It doesn't give you like an earth aura. It doesn't like increase your condition damage for 10 seconds after. It doesn't like give you super speed. It doesn't like you know, anything. You know, reduces recharge on earth skills once the cast time is over. Like anything like that. Nothing. It's literally just 3 seconds of invulnerability that you channel, meaning you can't use any other skills, and if you do, you interrupt yourself and then that's gone. And that's a 50-second cooldown. It's awful. It's so bad. So bad. So bad. So bad. So that is what I talk about when I talk about like them not doing the proper balance that they should be doing. You know, they look at the same skills, the same traits, the same whatever, and just keep changing the same things over and over again, and not looking at the things that haven't been changed in many years now. You know, and that's a shame. It's unfortunate, because I would love for Focus to be an actual really cool like elementalist weapon, offhand weapon. That'd be awesome. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Ooh, I'm gonna slow you down. Doesn't really affect you because you're defiant for no reason. I'm taking the supply back to the ship. I'm taking the supply, putting it on this. How many more events do I need? One more. One more event. The Jade Cannon up there. Someone actively fighting it? Destroying it? I'm coming to hell. Oh, no one is.
Enemy of the White Mantle!
Enemy of the... Oh god, I got knocked down. Really? No one attacked me in that time frame? Great. Love it. Break the shield, but it's not... Okay, whatever. I'm leaving. Stupid. Lame. Lame. Bloodstone Bomb. Let's see if we can do this. Elemental coming. Oh god, I totally missed that. Oh boy, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, I need to use my spear. Yo. Oh boy. Oh, it's way too late again. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Oh, there we go. Nice. Well, yeah. Once that bar is broken, it's so weak. I could probably defeat it. I mean, if I were to add like kick or something, what is that called? Kick, or pulse charge and kick like in there, I could probably do it really well. Okay, so we're done in Krita. That's good. Risen. I gotta defeat Risen. Ooh, my favorite kind of enemies. I do love Risen. Let's go to level 80 map. Defeat some Risen. Ooh. Yee. All right. You can just run around here and just kill enemies. Just gotta kill 100 enemies around here. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my weeklies. We're gonna watch that video together. Again, just for those of you that don't know, there was a video released by ArenaNet today that I haven't even seen. I didn't see it until I started streaming, and I was pulling up YouTube, and I saw there was a video there. So we're gonna watch that video together. We're gonna talk a little bit, get more excited for tomorrow, right? Like anything to get us hyped is there. I'm excited for that Wisp quest. If you guys haven't seen, so the Wizard's Vault update tomorrow is gonna add. You know how we had for the spear, we had like a little quest chain that we could do. Apparently they have the same thing for this little wisp accessory thing, and it's like this little like forest wisp or whatever. And apparently the way that is implemented is like another little quest chain that you have to do, which is really, really cool. It's gonna be really interesting to see if there's any lore implications on that or not. Like, we're gonna have to see how that works out, you know, because I still think that spear one does have some lore implications for sure, but it's not right in the person's face. I think there's some hidden stuff going on. Plink's chain started over here. We can go do that. That always has a lot of enemies. We're gonna come to help Plinks. Go, 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 go. I love ore, you guys. I used to hate ore. Like, if I'm saying I hated ore, I never went to ore when the game first came out. I think probably less than like 10 times did I go to ore ever.
Excellent work.
Oh, I can do this event too. Veteran contender. Veteran contender.
Victory will have victory.
Yeah, baby.
Blood. Arena filled with blood. So tired.
Alright, we're gonna help Lynx. We'll get back to that other one. We'll get back to that other one in a minute. Yeah, the one good thing about working as much as I have been is I've been losing a lot of weight. A lot of unnecessary weight. It's not like I've been losing weight that I shouldn't, but there's definitely weight that I'm like, okay, I'm kind of glad that that's gone. You know, it's like one of those. I'm like, huh, okay. Definitely lost some weight. Which I am okay with. Ooh, champion. Champion time.
It will take more than that to beat me.
Will it? Are you sure about that? I think we're defeating you really quickly.
Zaitan's power will not fail me.
Bye. You could barely even finish that sentence before you died, so. Kind of ironic, isn't it? Zaitan's power will not... Dead. She looks cool. Yeah. Whoa. There they are. Tiny blue oozes. It's like I know most of the community for tomorrow is probably excited about the challenge mode, right? Like I think most people are excited to see, you know, the Twitch competitions going on, who's gonna get the first kill, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And I get it, you know, I'm not trying to downplay that at all. I get it, you know, it is exciting. But it's also kind of sad to me because I'm like, man, I wish more people were excited about like the other thing. Oh, I meant to close my door earlier and I didn't. I don't even know what I did. I remember walking up to it and then I guess I never closed it. I think I did something else. It's like, are you losing your mind? Come on, give me more awakened or risen, not awakened, risen. Different undead, different kind of undead. I still like.
Time to get started.
Still want to know if we're gonna see. Still want to see if we're gonna get a new pet tomorrow.
That went off remarkably.
Like a new pet for Rangers. I would really love to see a new pet. Like a mini Bloodstone Elemental. Wouldn't that be cool if you could have your own little Bloodstone Elemental
For now, but
as pet? Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh, this is where I'm gonna get a lot of kills from. Heavy moldy bag. It's still really good to come to ore, honestly. The heavy moldy bags are really, really good.
Your assistance was valuable.
All the loot's gone. Turn this off for a little bit. Oh yeah, with the time change, it's like still light out. It's so weird. It really screwed me over yesterday. Because I closed on Saturday night, and then I didn't get home until like 11, and then I had to go to work at 9 yesterday. 9 a.m. So it was like I lost an hour of sleep right on the like worst night of the week for me to lose sleep. So I wasn't very happy.
Everyone, come!
No one here to help you. Yeah, scream and die. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort this inventory. This inventory is a complete disaster. I don't even know what's happening here. I gotta get rid of all the World vs. World stuff. I'm gonna put those in the bank. These I don't need. I keep getting so many of them. I can't use enough of them. And I don't do crafting, so spirit shards mean nothing to me. It's bad. Who's up here? The chicken! Kill the chicken!
I don't say this often, but you wouldn't have succeeded
What's going on there? Why is there like people hanging out down there? Bam, 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 bam. What? Come on! Can you stomp, please? Why are you using your stomp? I'm waiting to use my... There we go. Yeah. My full counter for that. Lovely. Good job. Good job. Started playing a little bit of Elden Ring again. Not too much. I haven't really had time. I kind of stopped playing ESO again. Like, I played that for like 2 weeks. I was like totally into it, and then I stopped playing. To me, the combat is just really boring. I don't know. I don't know why. I can't pinpoint it really what the problem is, but it's just, it feels so like floaty or something. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. Ooh, gotta stretch. Ooh. Right, not back up. But yeah. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, it's so gross. So many really gross things in ore. No, I don't like that. Why can't I mount? Oh, because I have the stupid whatever on there. Alright, let's kill some more Ryzen.
So tired.
And I was looking like, I was like trying to figure out, again, I don't know where this is gonna go. Do you guys think the map's gonna be here? Like, where they put the name? Or is it gonna be, like, over here? You guys think it's gonna be in the mountain thing? It didn't look very mountainous. It looked, like, foresty and, like, there was a lot of water. There's, like, a lot of water in the map. But then they also had that, like, one canyon where you can see the seers in the video. So I'm like, we're not in a video, but in a screenshot, I meant. Events in Mount Maelstrom, salvage 50. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. I like fighting this Ryzen. Wow, that was very fortunate the way that that happened. I got just enough adrenaline in the last second to do that. Do that full counter. Yeah. Yeah. I got some. Yeah, I need rares. Like the rares is what I'm looking for right now, because that is what's gonna give me as many ectos. Like I just, you know, the most efficient way to get ectos, I want to say. Do these count as undead? Like, oh, they do count as risen. Interesting. Like, I feel like going in here is pretty smart because it's like really tight corridors, so everything is kind of packed together. And these guys aren't very tough at all. And obviously you're not supposed to be able to get past that gate unless the event is going on, but you can just hop up here. That's just a spark. That's not an undead. Oh, I just finished my undead thing. Okay, well, we can leave now. I'm leaving. I don't even care about that mithril. I have so much mithril. Is anyone else like full? Like, probably not anymore because I did some crafting for the legendaries. But I have so much. I want a peach. I haven't had a peach in a long time. All right, Mount Maelstrom, here we come. I need to know where the events are. I don't know. We'll find some. We'll find some cool events to do. Just left a little details. See, ArenaNet puts a lot of details in a lot of these things. Like, these are not copy pasted. Like, some of them are. Right, obviously, like these three are, but this is like a different assortment. Maybe there's a piece of bread missing. No, there's the loaf on the other side is missing, and then like they added a little crostini thing or whatever that is. So many details, right? Like, you wouldn't notice that if you didn't look for it. I'm a psychopath. I look for that. I don't know if that's psychopath behavior. I love that I summoned this veteran by going in here. Sorry, buddy. I'm just looking for events. I don't want to deal with you guys. Oh, special roots. Gotta go grab the special roots.
It's nice to see you.
It's
Thanks.
nice to see you.
This will really help.
Speed. I'm a rabbit. Oh. Special plants. Can I glide? Oh, I can. That's really funny. Like, look at me glide as a rabbit. Whee! I remember that you need a ton for this event. I remember that you need, like, if you do this solo, you need like 30 of them or something. It's really wild. All right, I'm gonna turn in what I have. Goodbye. Run away.
I'm at your service. Thanks. This will really help. Thanks. This will really help.
Can I?
Thanks. This will really help.
Thanks. You want to say it one more time? Thanks. This will really help. All right, that's done. What other events do we have? They do have the Scratch getting attacked. We could do that. The script Scratch. That's not going on right now. Oh, we do have some in Merkvale. There's that one that looks like one of our mentors. Oh man, I love that one. There's like a mesmer. It's so weird. There's this weird interconnectivity between the personal story and the the story, right? Because it's like the personal story and the open world. I mean, where, you know, and as you progress through the personal story, specifically like the right around the time that you go to Fort Trinity, right? There's the whole idea of like mesmers, right? There's like a mesmer that is sabotaging us and blah blah blah, right? And you can, if you pick the right path, you can actually fight this mesmer. But that's not where it ends, because there's like, they don't specifically just talk about one, like they're talking about one mesmer, but there's really like multiple ones that could kind of take that place, because there's like a really powerful mesmer here as well, which is right around that same time. Like the powerful mesmer in the story you actually encounter on this bridge, right? And it's like you actually fire on all of these like pact members down there, and they're like disguised, like our vision is like obscured, and they look like Ryzen, so we kill them all, right? And it's like, oh well, the commander was in charge, so it's all his fault, right? But then in the open world, you know, and it turns out that it was a mesmer or whatever, and you find that out later, right? You have to go through this whole thing where you hunt down this mesmer and blah blah blah, all this stuff. Come to find out that that, you know, it was someone that, like, you know, it wasn't our fault. It was just like this mesmer that cast it. Then there's also another mesmer that you find north of Fort Trinity, during the personal story, where you go to the ordnance, I think it is, right? And you fight that mesmer there. So there's a second one, and then there's a third one here that appears in the open world. And I don't know if this unsuspicious rabbit has anything to do with it. I talked about this in one of my videos, right? This unsuspicious rabbit, it'll spawn back. I don't know why it's here. I have no idea why it's there. And it just sits there, and it'll respawn, you know. And I don't really know what it does.
Shadows embrace.
How do you do it? Holding these screens are got a bit deep, unnatural. Yeah, and there's an event that'll trigger like right down here in that same exact area. I don't remember. I think it's like right at this tree or something, or one of these trees. It's somewhere around here. Where you have someone that, like, again, it's another mesmer that looks like one of the mentor characters, so like Zoja or Air or whatever, you know, Gridlock, blah blah blah, whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, they're trying to trick you, and then you can like defeat them. So it's like really weird that they have these. It almost sounded like they had all these ideas for this mesmer storyline, where they were like, oh yeah, these mesmers You know, and they kind of just had to like split it up because they couldn't have it like all in the person's story, so they kind of had to like kind of spread them around or whatever, these different ideas that they had. That's what it kind of seems like to me, at least. But there's no event here. I was just kind of waiting for that to trigger, but there might be one up here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, well, it's almost done. I don't know if I can. No, please.
Excelsior.
Oh my god. I literally got it like I had 1 second left. Holy crap. Like, let's see if I can get credit for this. And I did. Love it. Any events here? No. It's a huge map, so there's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. Any event here? No. I'm gonna go by all the tunnels in the volcano. There's usually events there that happen as well. No events around. Oh, I see something over here. There's half-baked Kamali. Wait, why did this stop? Oh, that's above me. That's why. I was like, why am I not seeing this? And I'm in combat, so I can't even, like, say I just teleport there. What do I do with this again? Oh, I bring it over here. That's what I do with it.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah, come over here. Come with me, friend.
Excellent.
Yes. And I'm gonna get rid of these recovery golems real quick. Oh god, there's so many. Oh no. I fell. I fell down. No, come back here. Yes. Oh my god, look at him. He's so fast. That's a little guy over here. Jeez. Oh, I thought I killed that guy. Oh. Killing one of these lowers the morale as well. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, does it not lower the morale? It does, but... Dude, those little ones, I hate them. Why are you so fat? And this guy's a veteran. He's gonna be much tougher. Go super fast! Boop, boop, boop. Attack! Am I the only one? I am the only one working on this. The other person that was here earlier did leave. I mean, this is just, yeah, okay. Whoever left is not a nice person. Like, we were doing really well, having one person carry the stuff over there and then having one person attack, but apparently it wasn't meant to be. Alright, let's do this. This one is easy. Thought it was those things, but apparently it was these that I gotta hit. I think these are down below, is that right? Yeah. Oh, I guess I gotta. Oh, okay. So it's not the actual collectors. So I was doing the right thing. Destroying these power cores is what I need to do, and then that breaks that. Got it. I understand what I'm doing here. I figured it out. I'm a smart boy. Eh. I did it all by myself. Just kidding. I did not do that. So, I can't get back up there. I mean, I can. I wanted to get in here. There's a little chest in here. Never noticed that. Hello. Okay. Little chest with one blue in it. All right, can I make it over there in time? I can. Yeah. I think I just gotta wait at this point, right?
You're not trying hard enough to defend this camp. Try harder.
Shut up. Yeah, I guess they're coming out of here. I guess is the idea, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say. I'm like, I don't see enough spawning, but it's probably... We need to kill 3 more Ryzen, someone said. Well, there's Ryzen on this map. Is there? Yeah, there is. Sorry, guys. Hi, George. George? Who's George?
Foul this locale no more.
Vacate these premises.
Vacate these premises. This should be a voice actor. I'm awesome at it. Just kidding. Ooh, what is that skin? I like the tiger stripes you get going on there. It's the tiger axe. It's a tiger axe or whatever. Really cool. But I don't know what it's called. Thank you for FOD. Someone says thank you for FOD. Oh my god, it's a crabling.
I swear I have to do everything myself. Fine. If that's how it is, I will do everything myself. To the core.
To the core. Get the troll. Interrupt the troll. Kill the troll. I'm gonna go down and help her. I'm coming down. Hello. Oh god.
Here I thought I'd seen too many destroyers already.
Whee! Yeah, give me all the loot. Give me all the loot.
Keep them off me while I get the Aether Motive power relay back online.
No! I did not get credit for that. No! Alright, I'm gonna jump back down, see if I can help there, get credit for all of the different things. Alright, I think that should be enough credit. I'm gonna walk away, let them handle the rest. And see if there's some other events out there. Ooh, there we go. Oh, I can just defeat them and bring that over. Got it. Perfect. Simple event. I saw a post about like where we could be going with the next expansion and stuff like that, and I definitely want to make a video about it because there's some really cool stuff, specifically because I think ArenaNet has specifically hinted at 3 areas that I think we could see as in like that's where we're going.
How interesting.
And yeah, it would be kind of cool to kind of theorize about that and kind of talk about the details of each of those different areas. Because there's some really cool ones, you know? I mean, obviously, it's like... I think some people... What was it the other day? There was someone was like... Like, oh, we could be going there, but like, I don't think we're going to that. What was that again? Where it was like... There was something where it was like... This and this and this, and I'm like, I really don't think that... we could be going there. Oh, lovely. I did that. Events are piling in now. 34 destroyers remaining. 29. Alright, someone else is working on this, which I am okay with. Getting some help and clearing out this giant cave of destroyers. Always good. So many of them. There's so many of them. No. Just 2 more. Just that little guy. Done. And there's the... Oh, I can probably... Yeah, I can probably roll a beetle like that other person did. Nope. I cannot. Roller beetle racing. Woo! I passed you. No. I want to go to this one. Okay. We've done like all of these events already, so like trying to see maybe this came up now, this event. No, did not. It certainly did not. Maybe the cave troll. It's like a chain of events too, actually, the cave troll one. It actually starts in this camp here. I don't see anything. I've seen a lot of people with that back piece now. A lot of people have that back piece. I personally don't like it that much, I don't think. But it's interesting. I've seen so many people wear that back piece now. You know, back in the day, it was that fractal one that everyone had. I'm like, it's not even that great of a back piece. Why is everyone wearing that? It's just some weird random wings. Like, I'm not even wearing a back piece. I mean, I have a back piece on, but I'm not showing the skin. I think the skin that I have is that moon one, which I like that one a lot. No, it's a scarf. I mean, the scarf is pretty cool, I guess, but kind of weird how it like weaves through my body. Kind of immersion breaking for me a little bit. I don't want to do underwater event. I might have to do underwater event. We'll have to see. I hope you guys are excited for tomorrow. I will be live probably in the afternoon sometime, and I'll be probably streaming all day. I will be doing, you know, the sword playthrough, map completion, achievements, some other fun stuff. We're gonna do the Wisp quest. I definitely want to do that tomorrow. Because that the one with the spear, that one was really cool. I really liked that one actually. So, definitely doing those. But I don't. The hitbox on this thing is so weird. Like I'm hitting it here, but I'm not even close to it. So it's really strange. All right, we're done with this, and all I gotta do is salvage, and then we can watch the video together. Are you guys ready for that? You guys ready to watch the video? Bravo Nitos. Bravo Nitos. I don't... Like, bravo and neat? I guess that's the wordplay that you're doing there? Did I get that right? Not saying it's bad, but I'm an idiot, so. Where did that? Stop it. Keep doing. Going. Oh, okay. I wanted to use that up. I've been trying to clear out my. Oh, no, I need you to not do that. I want to use some of these. I want to get some rares out of this. Wordplay. I mean, I'm excited. You know, obviously I'm excited. I do understand like some people might not be super excited about this. But I think getting, you know, a game that is so rich in lore as like, you know, as Guild Wars is, like getting, no, what? Deposit? I don't want to deposit everything. I kind of want to see how many ectos I'm getting out of this. But I think, you know, obviously as someone that loves the lore and stuff, like getting answers from things that we've been asking ourselves about for 20 years, so cool. I think there's something really cool about that. Alright, let's open the rest of these. I got some rares out of this. Just nice. I want to see how many ectos I'm gonna get. 8 ectos, that's pretty good. 10 ectos, that's pretty good. I have, oh my god, I have all these. I'm just gonna salvage the stack. I want crafting materials. Give me all the crafting materials. I'll be focused on the story, not watching anyone's stream. What? You're not watching my stream? That is so rude. I'm just kidding. I totally get it. I get it. You know, it's like we want to experience it ourselves, right? What's the fun in watching someone else play something that we're passionate about? It's kind of dumb, you know, so I get it. But my stream will be up on the live on the live tab, you know, so obviously for those, I have so many silk scraps. I should probably refine them, but I'm just gonna sell them. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy bum, what can I say? I know, I was just saying that earlier. I'm like, I really wish Ranger gets a new pet. They haven't talked about it, but yeah, I really do wish. Okay, so we have over 1,000. That's really nice. I'm gonna obviously keep that for tomorrow. I didn't get any of these, but whatever, I don't care. I've already gotten all of the only rewards that I'm getting right now is bags of gold anyways, so I'm just gonna keep that until tomorrow. Definitely get the Wisp. We're gonna be doing the Wisp quest tomorrow. I'm excited. Weirdly enough, I'm so excited to see what that's all about, that Wisp quest.
Act with wisdom.
Do I need these for any collections? There's always these weird collections that I need these things for, and I never buy them. But then it's never the right ones that I'm looking for. Oh, we have these. That's always good. Laurels. Laurels are always good. Alright, we're making some room. We're making some room. So many of these. A lot of money. If I go through the story fast. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, you know, let's be real. The story's only going to be like 2, maybe 3 hours if we're lucky. Like, there's no way they'll do like a 5-hour story or whatever, you know? So, yeah, like you get over if you can't plan it right. Yeah, I obviously I'm not gonna get to that. I don't really care enough to get over that, you know, whatever limit. Like, I don't really care to do these and whatever. Like, I might do Convergence later just to get this one or something, get a little bit more points. I'm not gonna get the relics. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't care for any of those relics. You know, I mean, I gotta do 5 convergences or fractals to get that. I don't really want to do that, so it's fine. You know, it's okay. We're gonna get. Ooh, I have the bug again with the water effect on me. I'm treading through water. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, looks like the new SEO updated. The visual updates, the sort of zones are nice, but not as big as I thought. All the other changes they made are nice. Oh, that's good. I haven't touched ESO in like a long time now. Kind of played for a little bit, and then now I'm like not even into it. So maybe I'll go back to it at some point. I don't know. I love these Tyrian protectors.
Live well.
So weird. Look around you. Isn't it beautiful? The grass, the trees, the plants, the crabs, even so far from the grove. Tyria is a breathtaking place. I shall never forgive the Inquest for damaging. What are you doing about it? Whatever you can. Sometimes peace requires action. Sometimes action requires violence. I prefer not to harm any living thing, but the Inquest are too dangerous. Still, it may be enough to simply annoy them. Alright, so the goal is to annoy them. This is the Lieutenant. Have you come to criticize us? Then consider your message delivered and save your breath. Why would I criticize you? Some consider our work here foolish, but if the Inquisitor are allowed free reign, the local flora will be wiped out. They'll all change their minds about the importance of our mission if they saw this land devoid of life. Again, makes me wish we had that map that leads out this way, you know. A stone cobble looking nicer and water physics. That's great. I do love great water physics in games, or like water that looks nicer. Like Guild Wars 2 has great water. I think Guild Wars 2 has like awesome water, and I love that we can have water now on different levels. It doesn't have to be on just one level. But I think it looks really cool because it looks realistic enough. Like when I look through, you know, obviously the outline isn't, but like, you know, when you look at it, it looks really cool. You know, with the bubbles coming up and the way that they have like, you know, you look out the water and it looks super realistic in my eyes. And then obviously the ones where it's like the reflection, right, where they have the like I just went to the little lurking spring. It's so beautiful in there because of the like reflection of the water. It's a great effect, and I wish they would use that more. Like I would love to see a whole cave that looks just like that. And I'm gonna show you guys right now because I'm gonna go over there. Oh god, that doesn't count as water, I guess. Some Wonder Wanderers, I wish we could in all the ES games. Yeah, maybe that'll be a nice update, giving you like an underwater map to like do stuff in. This doesn't count as water, which kind of sad. Where does it start? Right here. Ooh, there it is. But yeah, like in here, like this little reflective effect, it's really pretty. I would love to see a whole like area like this. Like I'm thinking of like the first dungeon in Final Fantasy 14 where they go into like, you know, they go in there and there's the like the pirates that are like working together with the sea creatures or whatever, and you have to defeat the like sea creature boss at the end. But in the beginning you go through the whole cave and it has all this like really cool coral and stuff, and there's all this like reflective like water, and you kind of go over these like stone bridges and stuff. It's really cool, like aesthetically super pleasing looking. It's really nice for a first dungeon. It's great. Oh my god, it looks awesome. It really gets you like invested in like the area, you know. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to watch this video. So I haven't watched this video yet at all. I'm gonna turn up the sound. Oh god. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn down the sound in game real quick. I hate that there isn't like a master volume like turn off button. I have to like slide it down every time. I hate that. So, but yeah, I want to pull this up and watch this with you guys. Let me pull it up for you guys. Just saying, I want to watch this video with you guys. ArenaNet posted this today and I haven't watched it. Like a minute-long video. I don't know how loud it's gonna be for you guys. I'm gonna kind of turn up. Oh, turn up the sound. I don't know. We could probably hear some music. I don't think they're gonna have anything else but music. So, but I kind of want to go through it, and I kind of want to see if we can see something interesting in there, right? Like I kind of want to see if we can like, I don't know, see some of the some interesting things. Realized clocks were set ahead 1 hour. Threw me off yesterday, but slept great last night. Well, I talked about this earlier. So I closed on Saturday night, and I left home at 11 o'clock, and then I had to be at work 9 in the morning on Sunday, meaning that the one night where I come home late and I have to be at work really early, I lost an hour of sleep. It completely threw me off. It was so bad. It really threw me off, and I had like such a horrible day yesterday, to the point where like I went home yesterday. I was too tired to even take a shower. I crashed on my bed. Like I took my clothes off and I crashed on my bed, and I laid there. I passed out for about an hour. I literally just like passed out for an hour. Then I got up, took a shower. I played something. I don't even know what I played. I played something for like an hour. Slept until like 6 in the morning. Then I stayed up for another hour, and then I slept again until noon. It was like weird. I slept so much, which was great, but it was just like, because that hour change like really screwed me over. But anyways, let's watch this video. So this is the Mistburn. You guys can't see Okay, yeah, you guys can't see the title up here, I guess. I cut it. Did I? Oh, I cut it off. I guess we'll watch it like this. It's fine. We'll watch it like that so you guys can see most of it. But yeah, so this is the Mist Burned Barrens map fly through. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna see. I don't know if is there sound? There is. So we're gonna hear some. So this is obviously the entrance area, right? Let's. We're gonna do the thing I usually do. We're gonna watch the whole thing. We're gonna listen to everything. I'm not gonna talk because that makes it so much easier. And then we're gonna go back and we're gonna kind of see. We're gonna pick out things. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. They never do. I want it in the best quality that they can. It's not 4K, but it'll work. Okay, wow, there's one animation to that. Great. Obviously they removed a ton of the animations. This might have been really loud for you guys. I'm sorry if it was. I think that's a song we've already heard. I think this is a song that plays in the Jantier map, so I'm gonna turn off the music. There was nothing. I don't think that was a new song, but again, the one thing that I really liked is the different colors, like the blues and the greens and the reds and the, you get like different areas that have like a different feel to them. It's like really cool. I can't wait to go to the areas that are like kind of bluish themed because they seem more like, I don't know, they seem like, ooh, there's like some going on, and we gotta figure out what's happening or whatever. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, so let's kind of go through. So the first shot obviously is right when this is the entrance, right? Like we see the portal right there. This is going to be the main camp. I don't know, obviously I wanted to turn around the camera, but I can't do that. When you kind of piece it together, you kind of see some of these other areas, right? Like I think this is the one area in the other trailer that we watched where, remember how like I kind of talked about like, oh, it looks like you're running out into the forest. And then we had later on a shot where they were fighting the Jade Armors and they were out on the other side of that. And I was like, oh, look, this is where the people were running out of. I think that's this side right here. So I think people run, we were looking right here. And I did say that like the waypoint would be right to our right, like right next to us. But it's actually the portal that was right next to us. I still haven't seen a waypoint. I still don't see a waypoint anywhere here, but anyways, this is that shot, right? But then we also have the other side. I think this is where one of the bloodstone thingies is, and I think this is where like the blue of the area comes. Like I think this is where the, because they talked about like 3 different paths to take, and I think this is the spot where the splits into 3. Like that's what it looks like to me. So there's one path that leads up ahead towards this way. There's one path that leads this way, and then there's one path that leads that way. That's what it looks like to me. There's a vista here. There's one of these spirit spring things. I think honestly this is something that I've kind of talked about this before, where like not the sky scale, the Warclaw was inspired, the Warclaw masteries were inspired by Torrent from Elden Ring, right? And I said, well, why don't we, if you have that, why don't you have Spirit Springs? I think this is one of those, right? Like it looks like you're supposed to get up here, and then you can use your Warclaw to jump up to get to that mastery point that's over there. But this is like the entrance to the map, right? Like this is obviously the first part of the map. And from here you split into those, and we'll kind of see, like I said, there's those 3 different color schemes that they have. They have the green, they have the blue, and then they have the like yellow reddish, right? And like I think that is what the 3 paths also indicate. Like I would like to think that the left path is probably the green path, this is the red path, and then or the blue path over here, and then that's the red path back there, to kind of indicate Bava Nisos, kind of indicating where more like Ryu's Arborstone 2.0, kind of indicating uh exactly what path you're on, you know. I don't know what, I think that's part of the building there. BLRs is the Warclaw down the line gets masteries of it, gets wings and yeah, well, I don't think that's gonna happen. I doubt we're gonna see it flying. So that is again the same camp here. We have like a little bit of a thing here. This is not like, again, in the DLC of Elden Ring, there is, you can have spirit springs, but you have to activate them by like destroying this tiny little, like, I don't know, mound of like dirt or whatever, like rocks, that's like right around like the area or whatever. It sounds like to me, it looks like to me that some of these spirit strings need to be like activated maybe, and like you activate this one, like you walk up to it, you activate it, and it kind of like the same how we had those updraft generators in Secrets of the Obscure. That might be one of them. That's why that one looks like kind of small like that. We have some what is that, a juvenile, like a small Warclaw coming around? I don't mind it either. I mean, I don't really like, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me that much, honestly. There is enough variance in there because we have the jade in there. You know, we have like all of this jade in there that it really makes me feel, it feels very Mersat in that sense. You know, the style of it might look like Arborstone, but we have enough jade in there to like to make it feel different, in my opinion, because you get it like all around these windows and stuff like that. So it looks different enough to me, honestly, but yeah, I don't know. Um but yeah, then we have this small little Warclaw walking around in here. And it does like a little leap attack towards the spirit spring thing there as well. You can kind of see it like jumping. Next shot looks like it's one of the paths that kind of leads into a big arena. With like recent bridges build, this is huge. I wonder what some of these, you know, the thing also is like you have all these areas, and they, you know, they have like these little area names, and I think a lot of people don't necessarily pay that much attention to the area names. But when it comes to something like that, where you're looking at like a piece of history, and it's like, you know, these all had like a purpose at some point, you know, these halls and stuff, you know, people like Mersat lived here and they did things and whatever. It kind of makes me think like, what was the purpose to some of these? This is a massive hall. Like, what did they use this for? You know, was it just like to hang out in, or like did they do something specific in here or whatever? Right? Like, I think it's just another form of bloodstone. I don't know, because this looks exactly like the Guild Wars 1, um like the Guild Wars 1 structures that we had, like the Onyx Gate or whatever, right? Like when you look at like, I can probably, okay, you guys don't look that up. Let me see if I can find. Oops, I did not none of those were spelled correct. Um, Let me see if I can find it. and we can kind of compare it, because I might be completely off. I might be misremembering it, but yeah, this is so okay. There we go. I have let me pull that up for you guys. Yeah. So this is what it reminds me of, right? These were the structures. These were the structures of the Mersat, right? These are two soul batteries over here. You know, this is what it reminds me of. These were the structures of the Mersat, right? These spires that are made out of this like jade, like this black and red material, right? And we saw a lot of that, you know, because they build a whole fortress on the Ring of Fire that look like this, you know. And I think there's like I think that's what it is. I think that's what we're looking at when we're comparing, like, you know, the like in the first spot is specifically. I really think this is what we're looking at. You know, it's like this. You know, this is called the Onyx Gate. This is the material the jade armors are made out of. You know, I don't know, like you know, they're called jade armors, which makes me think that it's some kind of jade that we're dealing with here. So that's what I'm thinking of, right? Because when you compare it, you can obviously see that that is very similar in style, you know. So, I mean, Door of Kamali, you know, when we look at the Door of Kamali here, has the same kind of like stuff, right? Like this is when the door is open, and then we have the picture where it's closed, right? And that's like the same kind of material that it's kind of made out of. It's like all the stuff that the that those were made out of, right? Well, you know, it really depends on, like, the Door of Kamali is interesting because, as far as we know, that was the only entrance to, like, the question is, we had the Door of Kamali in Abaddon's Mouth, right? So the Mersat went over there, they built well, the Door of Kamali, I guess, is the Door of Kamali itself, is that the actual, uh, like entrance? Is a magical gate sealed and guarded? Yeah, so the Door of Kamali is the actual like entrance. So that's the actual, like, that is the door, right? That you know, the Titans are coming out of or whatever, right? And they build like soul batteries around it to like shield it or whatever, right? When it's like closed. But um why would they have, you know, if they traveled all the way to the Ring of Fire to close the door, to seal the door, why would they build an entrance in their city that leads to the place where the Titans can come from, right? There's like this weird question about, like, what really is the Door of Kamali, right? Is it like just a random magical gate, or like is it something that was like created, or is it something that could be moved, right? Because it looks like an actual device of some sort. So maybe what's in Bava Nisos is the actual Door of Kamali that was moved, right? So we might actually see the Door of Kamali having been moved from here. Like, you know, it's like it's a gate, and most gates could technically be moved, right? So, like, when you think of like an Asura gate or something, right, you could like build it. So it's kind of like, do we have like the Door of Kamali 2.0 in Bava Nisos, or is it like the actual same door, or is it like, what is it, right? They keep saying, because it's interesting because doesn't Decima, or not Decima, Aura, does Aura not at the end of the story specifically say the door that was opened? Was it the gate or was it the door? Did she say the door that was opened is, or the door we came through is still open, or is it the gate? I don't know, but would be interesting to kind of see. But yeah, obviously, I think this is obviously what the Mersat built their structures out of, is this like weird jade material, this dark black red jade material. Because the thing is, we do see bloodstone as well, right? Like, we do see bloodstone, and we're gonna see it in a second. So let's go. We already looked at this shot. Then we get another shot. So here we still have like we kind of understand now, right? We see these mist-burned creatures. Obviously this, you know, I didn't understand, obviously none of us understood what this meant, right? But this is like the mist burn that's taken over the environment, right? It's not just taken over the animals, but it's also just taking over like the regular, like the trees and stuff like that. So we see that still, and we still don't really know what that means. You know, we do know that that's what the cores of the Titans look like, but how does that all connect? We kind of really don't know yet. Kill all Titans forever when we end Gen tiers, so probably better show all things connected to Titans. I mean, yeah, I mean, we could, you know, it's still like a mystery of like how they're gonna finish off the story, you know. So, but yeah, so we see that we saw this shot, right? This was the one of the first shots they showed in the trailer where the people on the sky scales like kind of glide down. We see some books here, so that lets me think that this is where we did get to see one of the shots of where the Mersat are kind of like the spirits of the Mersat are kind of like hanging out, and there's like a bunch of bookshelves and stuff. So that might be that same hall, right? Like if you were to like look up in that shot where you see all of them, you could see this above you. Which again, I love the verticality in maps like that. It's a great way to like increase the playing space or expose a bigger plot dealing with someone thinking they can control with all using the type of war, and that's having to stop said person. I mean, I mean, it's like there's so many things, like this evil Mersat spirit that we heard in the trailer or whatever knows Isgarin by name, so that's also like a big mystery there. Well, that was kind of one of the theories that I had, right? I'm like, maybe it's the Mersat that is creating the Titans now, right? That is something that I said in the video the other day. I was like, you know, one of the enemies could perhaps be, because if it's someone that knows Isgarin by name, it is probably one of the elder races, right? So it's probably a Mersat or a seer that's, you know, that's behind all of this. And is that the person that's creating the Titans? Like, we don't really know, you know. A female Mersat, perhaps. We got Isgarin as seer, Mersat City, and Titans. We got the best combination of lore. I know, it's really interesting to see how they play this. You know, how does it, because they did say that those mini expansions that they're doing now, like there is like a connecting thread, right? And like the one connecting thread that we had that kind of carried over, like specifically when we're talking about like Janthier, like that carried over from Secrets of the Obscure, was seeing the Eye of Janthier. And we still don't really know the purpose of the eye, but we do know the eye exists. And it seems to be following some kind of, like, it's still there. Like, is it following a master? Is it like, what's going on? Is it that female Mersat or seer or whatever that we heard in the background? Like, it's so weird and mysterious, you know? There's a lot of really strange things. So then we go to the, like, yellow path that I think ends up leading to the Bloodstone area, right? We see that later on. So here again, we get like a close-up of that, right? Like when we look at the Onyx Gate, right? When we look at these structures, like that is, you know, if I can compare this to the, like, this is, I think, what that is, right? Like, it's supposed to be this dark black and red jade material that we have throughout. I love the texture of this. It looks really, really cool. It has this like gemstone like cut to it. It looks like really cool. I love this shot too. It looks very ominous. This was the little, so this place right here looks like the arena where the Mersat is on like one of the cliffs and then you're fighting, but this looks like it goes way down. Isn't that a waterfall? That looks like waterfalls going way down. So it looks like this is a big chasm. Looks like stairs back there. I can't really tell. So this is also, again, there's a lot of verticality because down here, that is the valley where the seer spirits are hanging out. What is this red mist? Like, we don't, is this like leftover mist burden that's kind of settling in the like in the barren valleys or something? Like, is that what's happening there? Like, why are specifically the seer wow, that's a loud ass train. Why are specifically the seers like in that one place down here? You know, it's very mysterious as well, right? Because in that shot, we both have the concept art and we have that screenshot that they showed us, which shows this little bridge with the vines coming down like above us, right? And they showed that twice. So there's a lot of verticality to this, a lot of different levels. This kind of, the way that they have the levels kind of reminds me a little bit of Heart of Thorns in that sense, where they had like the bottom level and then the mid level and then the upper level, you know. So it's, I still don't know what that bubble is. The shot that they showed, like, there's clearly like some kind of weird purple bubble in there, and I don't know what that is. Can anyone identify that? Is that an effect we've seen before? Because we see another, actually we see another one right here. There's these weird bubbles. I don't know what these bubbles are. Like, I see one there and then one there. Like, you know what that makes me think of? Like, they talk about like portals and traveling. Like, what if these are like, this is like a portal you can travel. Like, you go in there and you end up there, or you go in there and you end up there. I don't know why you would, because you can just glide from one point to another, but I don't know. Yeah, and then we get the like this is the area that I really I'm interested in. It's like the blue, like very dreary, foggy forest. Like, this looks so cool. For how small they described the map, to have all these different like color variations in the environments and stuff is really cool, because that makes me think that, like, I don't know, that kind of makes me think that they're like packed with like things. Like, the map isn't gonna feel as empty. Like, they said compared to the size of Lake Dork. Lake Dork is tiny of a map, and it feels very empty in a lot of spaces. There's a lot of open space. But here, it looks like they packed together, you know, there's multi-levels everywhere, and it looks like there's a lot of, like, different environments and different, like, colorations and the stuff, right? Because we have that blue, and we have, this is, you can see, there is the bloodstone, right? Like, you compare this, which is that jade, to that active bloodstone. You know, you see this is not the same material. This doesn't have the same texture. This doesn't have the same lighting. This is obviously active. There's like magic going through it and stuff, you know. Like, you look at all of this and it's like, it is obviously meant to look very different. You know, this is more recent. Like, it shows to me that at some point the Mersat maybe swapped over from using the jade to using the bloodstone or something. You know what I mean? Where they were like, well, bloodstone was more potent or more powerful or something. And they were like, well, for our inner sanctum, instead of just using the jade, we're using this like bloodstone to like build barriers and stuff. I love the shot of the light coming through there. I'm trying to identify. There's like a something waving in the wind down there, and I can't tell what that is. That a flag or something? Oh no, that's just like something that's hanging across. Okay. And then there's like a weird statue. Do you guys see that? That's like a statue or something. Is that just a pillar? Am I reading too much into this? I think that's just a pillar. So, but it looks really cool. I love that shot. Yeah, and then we have this. So again, and this speaks to like what Mishking was saying earlier. So what if the jade is just like deactivated, like, or like a different kind of bloodstone? Because this looks more like the jade rather than the bloodstone. So is there like opposing things? Is there like where the one the one group of Mersad wanted to use jade and the other Mersad wanted to use bloodstone, and that's the opposing? Because remember, we see that one Mersad that's floating. You know, he's floating. There's a, I don't know if you guys are all having an ad. I see an ad on here, so I'm just gonna wait. But anyways, so we see a Mersad that's like floating in in the trailer we see a Mersat floating there, and this is obviously okay. I see now what this is. So this is above what we're looking at. It's the chains. These are the chains that are hanging right here. These are the two chains. So we're looking down into this chamber from above, and then we see a bottom shot. But we see that Mersat spirit pointing his hand and like shooting a beam, somewhat channeling whatever this is, right? And it's some kind of floating. Obviously they got rid of all the NPCs on the map because obviously there was like a ton of spirits and stuff around. But is this like Jade? Is this are they using the powers of the Jade against the Bloodstone, or is it like deactivated Bloodstone? Is it a different kind of Bloodstone? Like, what's going on there, right? Looks like a mix of reuse of Pacifier runes and Arborstone. It does, and I love those runes. I talked about the World vs. World runes a lot, and I really, really like those a lot. And I talked about how I think the Desert Borderlands would make a great overworld map. And now we're getting something like it, Also, this chamber has a lot of chains. This room has a lot of chains, as you guys can see. So there's chains here. There's a chain here. There's chains hanging down here and here and here. There's probably more that I can't really see because of the bad quality. But, again, like, what is the purpose? Is this like leading into a prison that they had, right? Like, is this the prison area? Are they locking something in with the Bloodstone? Or is there a purpose why exactly this room that we're approaching or that we're in? Like, because we can't tell. Like, are we going into a room that is locked up by Bloodstone? Or are we in the room that's locked up by Bloodstone? We don't really know. But, like, is there a purpose to this? Is there a purpose why this particular room with chains around it? Was there something locked away, right? Was there like some, demons locked away, or seers locked away, or a titan, right? Is there like a titan that they like took prisoner to do experiments on, or maybe they took a titan prisoner to figure out how they work, and maybe figured out a way to travel to the Foundry of Failed Creations, and that's where the portal came from. And then they created their own Titans based off of the Titan they researched here, right? Like, there's so many different ways that you could throw this around, So we get that cool shot. I do love this effect. It looks really, really cool. And that's it. That's all we get, which is unfortunate. I wish they would give us more because we've already kind of seen most of these things. But yeah, to me this material still looks different than when you look at like where is it? This. Right? It still looks different, like different material. It's not just that this is glowing and active and more red, but it doesn't look the same to me. Right? Like, this is obviously like bloodstony, where this other stuff isn't bloodstony. Like, this doesn't look really like bloodstone to me. So there's still this mystery of like how they build everything, how their technology works, and what the experiments were that they're doing. So I'm very excited to see. Let's see if they have anything else. No, they just have the like trailer on there. We can take another look at the trailer now that we have seen more of it. So yeah, that's that same hall that we see, right? We see this active. This is much higher quality, obviously, so I can do this in 4K, which is nice to see because we get a lot more detail. So like I said, there's also different spirits, because Mabon doesn't look like those other spirits that are like blue with the weird flames on their backs. It's like very different looking. Waiting Sarah, Iskara, and hanging out, at the waterfall area that we saw earlier, like talking to us. And we get this like wide shot. This again looks like the starting area to me. Might be a different perspective of the starting area. Many levels. I really do like that a lot. So, oh, this is actually the other way. This is the other way. So this is running into the forest, and because when we look at the perspective, we were looking from up here, we were looking down, and then the portal was on the right. So this is not going, because I said going towards the camera is where they were running, but they're actually going the other way. So again, it's gonna be interesting. But there's definitely a Jade armor that they then fight outside the gate. I don't think I noticed that before, but there's a Jade armor sitting there. Is Garen talking? But yeah, again, it's kind of weird. So we have the Bloodstone here, the Bloodstone here, the Bloodstone here, and then we have the Jade on this window side. So is this like two separate chambers? Is there like a chamber on this one side and then another one on this side, right? Like you can see it, like watch these windows and you see that this is active, you know, it's all like it has like magic going up in it, and then this has nothing going on in it, which tells you that that's different, right? Like you can see that. So weird. But then we get that big hall again. There's that floating rock, that Jade, Bloodstone, whatever that is, in that same chamber. So they deactivated all the enemies because there's Bloodstone elementals everywhere in that chamber, you know, flying around. I'm still trying to see, like, there's mist-burned areas, enemies. I'm sorry, not areas, enemies here. Mist-burned enemies here. I don't know what these guys are. Griffin, gargoyles. But there's Mossad spirits. Like I said, this is the same hall that I was talking about earlier, right? Like we see the Mossad spirits. They're hanging out in here, right? We see one there, we see one there, we see one down there. And then if you looked up, you would see the first shot of this trailer. You know, with this, there's a spider over here. Yeah, this hall right here. You know, that's what I was talking about earlier. This seems to be, the blue area seems to be where all the, like, these guys are hanging out at. And then we get the first portal, but there's no, like I was saying, like maybe this is where the teleport is, but this guy, this portal, this Mossad mirror as they call it, which again looks more like it's made out of jade rather than bloodstone, because it's more purple, right? Like that's the thing with the jade. The jade looks more purple than red, which makes me think that it's not bloodstone, if that makes sense. Right, because that's what the jade armors are made out of, right? They're not made out of red black rocks, they're made out of purple black rocks. There's a clear distinction there. Yeah, again, winged Mossad versus not winged Mossad. What's the mystery there? This is the group that I was talking about earlier. Like, are these the white mantle remnants that Codicus left on Janthir to find Bava Nisos? Is that why they look like they're wearing these like tethered, like she specifically, these two models look like they're wearing like tethered rags, you know, like they you know, it looks like this is like one of the, I think this almost looks like the human heritage armor, female heritage armor, but it looks like like everything is worn off, so they don't have any gloves on anymore. And the same with down here, like their legs and stuff, like they cut this off or whatever because they've been like surviving in the wilderness for God knows how long and stuff. Like, are they friendly? Are they going to be helping us? Or are they going to be just, you know, they don't, like, it doesn't look like we're fighting them at any point in time, right? So we do get this bubble. So this is the bubble effect I was talking about earlier. So we see this bubble effect, and we see that in a couple of places. Is this Mossad like channeling something that we have to like activate, or like, you know, right there, the beams coming out of it, it looks like bloodstone, but it doesn't look like bloodstone. It's so weird. There's like really interesting, like, what's happening, you know, because they in this trailer they highlight specifically these, like we traveled to those, to the bloodstones. This is like the goal, I guess, to get to the bloodstones or something. I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting to see. This is one of those trailers I feel like they haven't, and this is the bridge I was talking about, you know, above that valley that's like all like this like weird purple, and then obviously we have that last shot of bloodstone taking our hold of our head again, and we're like, we're all fucked up. But yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. There's like a lot of mystery to this trailer. You know, there's a lot of things where I'm like, I don't know exactly. I don't know. I really don't. There's a lot of mystery that they're not explaining, that they're not giving us. Like usually in the trailers they give us like, oh, okay, you know, we can kind of piece it together, but this is very mysterious, and I like it. I like it. I think it's really good. So I'm very excited for that, for sure. I wanted to watch that video with you guys. It's not really that great of a video, I don't think, but you know, it doesn't give us any more than we haven't seen before. But I mean, you know, it's a day away. Like, what else can we, like, it's not even a day away, you know? They're gonna be releasing it at like noon tomorrow, latest probably, and then answers will come our way. Oh, I'm excited, guys. Ooh. Yeah, we have these spirits here, right? The white mantle, but do they all look like that? Do they all look like they're wearing tethered rags? Like, these guys don't look like they're wearing tethered rags at all. I want to find more of those spirits. See, they don't look like they don't look like the other spirits that we see in that one shot of the trailer. So it makes me think that they're like newer, that they're like not the same white mantle, right? Like they're not the same white mantle from 250 years ago when the Mersat still roamed around here, but they're from like way after, you know? We have the villagers.
Attention, kind citizens of Gavril. Today is going to be a splendid day for us all. Since our arrival, I'm sure you've noticed a trend of goodwill and rising fortune. The white mantle protects its own. Our leader, Sol Delesio, has gifted us with a great many things. He has gifted you the same. Food, comfort. And it is in his name that we are announcing our permanent residency in your village. We've barely just arrived, but it already feels like home to so many of us.
What?
Hush, sweetheart. Let's listen to her. Sol was given a mission. We were all given a mission by the unseen ones. To better this world, to protect each other. And here, in your town, the unseen ones have shown Sol a second path for us to follow. One that is paved in gold.
What do you mean?
Never fear, followers. We will guide you every step of the way. My soldiers! Where is the feast?
Is that all they say? Really interesting, right? Alright, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm actually gonna, yeah, I'll be right back. All right. So, yeah, so we get a little bit of dialogue. She sounds like her accent is very much like the it sounds very close to the Bog Queen one, right? Like a little bit. It's like what is that, like Spanish or something? A little bit of that like Spanish, which actually is really, it sounds really cool. So they disappear after I leave. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of mysteries that
Thank you for letting me join your research.
I think we're gonna find out about. I'm trying to see if there's like, is there anything that I'm forgetting where it's like, ooh, that is very important. That's something that we really need to like pay attention to. Yeah, they have that purple golden, like all the attacks are purple golden, which is very much like the mistburned stuff. And it makes me think like, I don't know, it really makes me wonder like, what is the mistburn? What is all that? I got attacked by owl. Gets me 3 bleeding. I changed the so you guys know my my one owl themed character that I had. I didn't change him, but I actually gave him a second armor set, and I kind of I actually gave him like a different build, which is really cool because I wanted something different. He didn't feel like very impactful, but it's kind of cool. I'm gonna show you guys what I changed there. Hold on, let me get portobello mushrooms. Here, let me pull them up. So it's right here. So, and Jancier Sentry as well. Am I right in that? On combat zone. But yeah, so that's the new look that I have. So, if I pull up so this is the old equipment, right? I had this, and I used the new moon the full moon weapons that they have, and obviously, you know, he was pretty much a regular. I kind of put the bow on him. He still needs an upgrade slot thingy there, and the chill that's on there is not good. But I wanted to try out a longbow on this, but this was the owl themed character. He's the he was the guy that I did the Dragon Bash, right? He's my Dragon Bash character. I'm gonna have like nice. That's exciting. So you're gonna be able to buy all of that cool stuff really early on. That's really nice. But yeah, so he's my Dragon Bash character, and I kind of themed him like owl themed or whatever. But he was power damage, and he felt kind of underwhelming. It felt like a little underwhelming. You know, the build that he had. Like, he was a core ranger. I might change him to like not Untamed, but Soul Beast or something. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, anyway, so I kind of had him. But then I made a druid build, and that is super fun. So then I gave him like condition damage. And so instead of having the like light blue, right? You guys see the light blue that you get from the full moon set or whatever, right? I put that in the armor a little bit. You have like light blue in the like sparkling, and in the like gloves and shoes and belt, and like this thing over here, right? It's now red, right? Because we're doing blood moon. He actually uses the blood moon staff because, and I thought it was really, really cool because in conjunction to like me really liking these weapon sets, there's also the one trait that I'm using on the druid is actually called blood moon, and I was like, wow, that's really, really cool. So I thought like, yeah, let's do like an owl themed character that's like a druid, right? But like instead of using the blue from the full moon set, we're using the red from the blood moon, right? So he has that. So that's kind of yeah, and this guy still uses Call Owl, you know, which is not that great of a skill, but we're an owl themed character, so we're gonna be using that, right? But like it looks really cool, so I really love that. They made recently in the old change where the pet doesn't get nerfed now. Yes, I know that is very nice. So I do like that. I wish there was a different. I wish we would. I hope that tomorrow we get another owl pet. That is my hope. You know, that is obviously. Ooh, the Leviathan is up and someone's killing it really quickly. Obviously I hope that we get an owl pet tomorrow and that it has bleeding on it rather than chill. Yeah, because not that it's bad, but chilling slash is not the best for this build, but obviously I gotta have an owl. But I have Stolas is my owl, right? But I also have a mini snow owl. So I have 2 owls with me at all times, and I can summon an owl to bleed my foe. So I have 3 owls in this. But it's really cool. Obviously, using staff as a damage stealing weapon is like not good at all, you know, but it's just fun. I wanted something that's just like, yeah, cool. I'm like a druid that uses earth magic to attack an enemy, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I do okay enough damage to survive. And I do have a short bow. The reason I'm not using the blood short bow is because I don't like the short bows that are really small, especially on a Norn. So I have this, but it's a tiny little bow, and it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't really look good because you can't really see it. So I wanted something else. So I'm actually using the Seraph bow on here, which is like these kind of a wing theme. So I thought that kind of fit, right, for like specifically, you know, where like snow owl look kind of, you know. So I thought that would kind of fit. I could do the golden, what is it, golden lion one or whatever. There's a couple. I mean, I could do the Ebon Hawk one, the Ebon Vanguard, which is kind of wing themed as well, you know. But it doesn't really go with the white that I have everywhere. I could do the golden wing one as well, but again, that doesn't necessarily fit. I really thought that the Seraph one fits like right in with the armor, so but that is a lot more damage here. So stream with Warhammer and get a unique animation. I mean, do I really need to? I mean, I've done it before many times. I've been getting these weird like lag spikes. I don't know if anyone else has been getting them, like where my ping goes up randomly. It's been really annoying, and it's just been happening on the new maps. Yeah, right there. I don't know why this keeps happening. I don't know if it's because I have like things open in the background. Hello? Wow, okay, my computer just like... Is my stream still live? My feed on my... Yeah, my feed on my second screen like completely died. I can't even see it. I gotta watch on the... Wow, okay, that's weird. It's still... I'm still live, but my